All right, let's get into it. Today we're looking at a single, powerful chapter that absolutely defines Arya Stark. It's a story all about anger, grief, and one crucial lesson that starts to turn a lost little girl into a focused, deadly weapon. So, how does this all begin? Well, it kicks off at this super tense dinner in King's Landing. Her sister Sansa is just lost in dreams of knights and glory, but 9-year-old Arya, she just spits out her contempt for the whole thing. This one line, it just perfectly captures all the rage and loneliness she's feeling. She is a long, long way from home, and she hates every second of it. And this feeling of being an outsider, it runs deep. She's not just some kid in a new city. She feels like a wolf cub trapped in a cage, totally surrounded by people she just doesn't trust anymore. And when you compare her life now to how it was, wow, it's a huge contrast. Back in Winterfell, everything was about community. She was Arya underfoot, always around, a real part of the fabric of the castle. But here in King's Landing, that same sense of community, it feels like a total betrayal. The sound of the guards laughing now just grates on her, because in her mind, they failed her. So, where is all this anger coming from? Well, it's not just random, it is rooted in some really specific, traumatic stuff. Her direwolf, a part of her soul, was executed for no reason. Her friend Micah was hunted down and murdered by the Hound, and the whole time she felt completely alone, let down by the guards she looked up to, and especially by her own sister Sansa, who chose to protect a prince over telling the truth. Her entire world, her entire sense of safety, has just been completely shattered. Sooner or later, that pressure had to blow, and it does. When her septa, her tutor, tells her to finish her dinner, Arya's reaction is just pure, raw instinct. A scream, and then she's gone, a blur running from the hall. It's this desperate escape to the one and only place in this entire city where she feels like she has any control at all, her room. And it's in that room, her little sanctuary, that she reaches for the one thing that feels like her, the one object that represents her true self, a sword she calls Needle. Yeah, hidden under all those silks and velvets, the clothes of a lady she absolutely despises, is this beautiful, slender blade. It was a parting gift from Jon Snow, the one brother who truly, truly got her. This isn't just a piece of steel. It's her connection to home. It's a symbol of who she really is. And that name, Needle, it's a perfect little act of rebellion, right? Her sister Sansa is learning proper needlework, sewing, and all that, while Arya has a very different kind of needlework in mind. It's her way of taking a lady's tool and making it her own. And just then, there's a knock on the door. It's her father, Arya Stark. He's come to discipline her for her outburst, but what he finds is not just a disobedient child. He finds his daughter holding a sword, and that changes absolutely everything. Instead of getting angry right away, Ned sees something he recognizes in his daughter. He sees the wolf blood, that same wild, untamable spirit that his own sister, Lyanna, had. In this moment, he's not just looking at a little girl who broke the rules. He's seeing his family's legacy, and maybe the danger that can come with it. And that recognition, it just changes his whole approach. He realizes this isn't about punishment anymore. This is about survival. He has to teach her what it means to be a Stark in a world that is getting colder and way more dangerous by the day. When Ned asks her what she even knows about sword fighting, her answer is so simple, so direct, a lesson from Jon. Stick them with the pointy end. It's such a child's answer, but it's also the raw, honest truth of it. And it actually makes her father laugh. And that laugh just breaks all the tension in the room. And that shared laugh, it opens the floodgates. Arya finally breaks down, confessing how guilty she feels about her friend Micah's death. And Ned's reaction right here is just everything. He's not the hand of the king. He's not Lord Stark. He's just a father holding his heartbroken daughter. It's in this moment of true connection that Ned shares the Stark family creed. And this isn't just some old saying. It's a blueprint for survival. He's telling her that their strength, their only real strength, is in each other. As a family, as a pack, fighting among themselves is a luxury they just don't have anymore. And he makes it crystal clear this isn't some abstract lesson. He connects it directly to where they are, right now. King's Landing is not Winterfell. This is a dark, dangerous place. The winter he's talking about isn't just about the weather. It's the political storm that's gathering around them. The pack has to stick together or they'll be torn apart. And this all leads to his final incredible decision. Instead of taking the sword away,
Instead of forcing her to be a lady, he hands Needle right back to her. It is this profound act of acceptance. He sees her wildness, her wolf blood, and he decides not to crush it, but to help her learn how to control it.
Ned's acceptance isn't just a shrug either. It's an active promise, and it's a promise that leads directly to the next absolutely pivotal step in Arya's journey. Now, the real training can begin. A few days pass, and Arya is brought to meet this man. He looks nothing like the big, armored knights of Westeros. He's slight, he's foreign, and the very first thing he does is call her boy. This is Syrio Forel, and he is her new dancing master. And let's be clear, he is not here to teach her the clumsy iron dance of just hacking and hammering away at people. Oh no. He's here to teach her the water dance of Bravos, a style that's all about speed, precision, and grace. It's fighting as an art form, and it's perfectly suited for someone with Arya's small size and fiery spirit. His very first lesson just completely turns Westerosi combat on its head. It's all about being smart. Present a smaller target, use a light grip for speed, feel the blade as an extension of your own arm, and use your left hand to throw your opponent off. This is a whole philosophy of fighting, not just swinging a heavy sword around. When Arya protests, "I'm a girl," Syrio hits her with this final, profound line. He just strips away every label society has put on her. Boy, girl, lord's daughter, none of it matters. To him, in this room, she is not defined by her gender or her family. She is a sword. And that right there is the identity she's going to carry forward, reshaping her entire destiny from this moment on. So what does it really mean to be remade, not as a person, but as a purpose?